Hello, friends. Happy Diabetes Awareness Month and happy World Diabetes Day. For the past couple of years, I've done some videos about spoken word and things that are good about having diabetes. This year, I decided to do a day in the life. So the rest of this video is what it's like to walk in my shoes living with diabetes for a day. So I hope you enjoy and I hope you learn something new.
Alright, so you guys get to see what Cindy looks like in all of her morning glory. It is about 6:20 in the morning. I just woke up and I just checked my blood, and we are at 107, which is a rocking number for the morning. So after I do that, I come down to my pump and I have to confirm that blood sugar and calibrate it. You guys get to see me on a set change day. So we're going to go downstairs and get my insulin, and I'll show you what a set change looks like. My new set is ready to go, and now it's time to start thinking about breakfast. So now my blood sugar is 103, and before I eat, I need to bolus about 10 or 15 minutes before I eat. So I'm going to give myself insulin now for the carbs that I'm going to eat at breakfast, and then I'm going to get dressed for work, which is pajama day today, so that'll be fun. It is 6:40, about 20 minutes since I changed my infusion set, and about 20 minutes since my blood sugar was 103. I have not eaten anything. I've had a couple sips of water. I haven't done anything. And my blood sugar is 132 going straight up. This is something called the dawn phenomenon. So when you wake up, the hormones and chemicals that are released to aid your body in waking up actually spike my blood sugar. So this is something that I have to account for every day when I wake up. So I actually over-bolus for breakfast to help minimize that spike. If I did not give any insulin, my blood sugar would probably be around 200 right now. So because my body is insulin resistant in the morning, I can't do a lot of carbs at breakfast. So I just had one cheese stick, and now I'm having peanut butter toast, and it's on a low carb bread. So this bread is only about 9 carbs, whereas most slices of bread are between 15 and 20. So I am at work, my beautiful desk, and my blood sugar is finally leveled out at 207. Again, that's only eating 9 carbs this morning while giving myself insulin for 15. I do have units on board, which means they're still working inside of me, so I'm not doing a correction for it. It's about 9:50 in the morning, and my pump just alarmed with an alert before low, which means my blood sugar is getting close to that low limit. So my blood sugar right now is 83. I just checked it. And now I have to decide whether or not to eat my lunch early or eat a snack to kind of tie me over. So what I'm going to do is wait another 5 minutes until my pump rechecks my blood sugar with that continuous glucose monitor, and if it's gone down some, I'll go ahead and eat early, but if it's maintained, I'll try to hold it out until my typical lunchtime. It has been 5 minutes and my CGM has recalibrated and my blood sugar is 79. So I'm going to go ahead and eat some of my lunch early and start with my carbs with my applesauce. Blood sugar is back up after lunch. It is 117 with 2 arrows up. So I'm actually not going to give insulin because I only ate about 20 carbs, and I know that after my kids get here, I usually start dropping pretty quick. So now it's time to go outside in the freezing cold and get my kiddos off the bus. I'm currently hiding away in the bathroom right now at school. It's my only time of quiet after the kids arrive. So after I corrected or ate lunch without bolusing, I did go high. I went up to 240. Sometimes the adrenaline of working with the kids also spikes me with some tantrums going on. Them, not me. But I am back down to 190 right now with some insulin on board, so we're gonna leave it as it goes. Usually around this time of day is when I go low, so I'm actually kind of grateful to be a little bit higher. But yeah, here we go. About 10 minutes after making that video about how I said that time of day is when I usually go low, I started dropping, and I dropped and dropped and dropped while my kids were dancing to music. So I had to shove a granola bar, drink some Gatorade, and then, we're good to go. 125 with a straight arrow up, and I'm not going to correct or do anything because I'm about to go to the gym. So because it's been so long since my last calibration on the pump and I'm about to drive, I am parked, I'm going to go ahead and do a finger stick just to check and make sure my blood sugar is in range before I start driving. Before I did that finger check, my pump said that I was 128, but with a straight arrow up, and then my meter said 149. So the continuous glucose monitor is always usually about 10 to 15 minutes behind your actual glucose range, which can be problematic if you're dropping really fast or if you're rising really fast, because there's going to be kind of a delayed response to that, so it's not always super accurate. So I'm driving to the gym. I'm at a stoplight again, and it's about 15 minutes away, and typically at this time before workout I'll put my temporary basal down, which means I'm getting less of a drip of my insulin. I do this before exercising to bring my blood sugar up a little bit. However, my blood sugar is 161 with a straight arrow up, so I'm not going to do that because I'm also doing a not as intense workout today. So I stopped going up. My current blood sugar is 176 with a steady arrow, so I went ahead and turned on my temp target. However, it's not 15 minutes before exercising, so we'll see how it plays out. I am 1.2 miles and 24 minutes into my workout, and my blood sugar has started to drop. It is 141 with one arrow down, if you can read that. So I'm going to wrap this workout up, and it looks like diabetes got the best of this workout. So you just got to witness probably one of the most frustrating things about diabetes, and that's when you have the motivation to work out and you have the time to work out and you do what you think you need to do in order to have steady blood sugars, and then diabetes says psych and you start dropping and you have to cut your workout short. So I was 140 something when I left the gym, and as soon as I walked in the door, my pump alarmed with this little beep. It's saying the alert before low, just like I got earlier today. So I'm going to show that to you. It says alert before low, sensor glucose approaching low limit, check blood sugar, and it's saying 99 with a straight arrow down. And I'm still on that temp target, so the pump is supposed to be keeping me around 150 when it's on that temp target. However, obviously I've been working out, so, but we're going to check now. So I just got out of the shower a little bit ago, and my pump was alarming with a low blood sugar, and it said it was 69, and I didn't feel it too much, but I decided to go ahead and check, and my meter said it was 99, so obviously that's a pretty big difference. So I tried to go ahead and calibrate the pump, and it said calibration not accepted, which often happens if there's a discrepancy between the meter reading and what the pump is reading. So it said, please insert a new BG. So I tested my blood sugar again. It was actually 99 again on the meter. Usually it's like 1 or 2 off, but it was 99 exactly. So I went ahead and calibrated the pump again with that new BG reading. And currently my pump says 92 and wait to enter BG. It says delivery suspended because I know I have some exercise that's still working in me. I suspended the delivery, so I'm not getting any insulin. I'm about to go to dinner with one of my friends in a few minutes, so I'm hoping that I don't have to eat anything before I go to dinner, because that's kind of redundant to eat and then eat again. But that's life with diabetes. You just roll with it. The restaurant I'm going to tonight I've never been to, so I kind of like to look up the nutrition information, see if I can find anything. This one I actually cannot find anything. It's a newer restaurant. Usually they have like nutrition facts over here, so I went down to menus. So a lot of this stuff, thankfully, like sandwiches and burgers, I've eaten before, so I'm pretty good at estimating. But it is kind of a bummer when you go out to eat and you don't really know exactly how many carbs you're eating. My pump is asking me to insert another blood sugar number. I guess it's still trying to calibrate itself, so I'm going to try to do this really quick before I go to dinner. And let's see, 102, so that's a great number. And it's going to send over to my pump. Okay, so it's going to keep it at 96. And I'm going to go ahead and turn back on my delivery because I know I'm going to be eating soon. So I am going to want a little bit of insulin working. So 96, 102, that's pretty close, and I'm good to go. And off to dinner. Just finished dinner with this lovely lady. It is very cold outside now. We went to Burton's.
Blood sugar was like 100 right before we went in. I had salad and wings and a couple spring rolls, and I am 158 going up. But I got some insulin on board, so we're good to go. So we'll keep you posted and see what it does later. Hopefully I estimated correctly. It is 8:45, so it's been about 2.5 hours after dinner. And usually by now I should be back in range if I estimated correctly. I am 207, so apparently I underestimated a little bit. But I do have some insulin on board that's still working, so hopefully it will come back down in range before I go to bed. It is 9:30, which might be a little bit early for you, but as a teacher, it is my bedtime. So I'm still a little bit high. I'm like 196, but I still have some insulin on board, so I'm pretty confident that in about an hour I'll be back leveled out. I did want to show you, so I sleep with my pump actually clipped on the inside of my shirt like this, and I do that because the alarm is so soft and I often don't hear it if it's down on my waist like it usually is during the day. Even sometimes here I don't hear it as well, but gets it a little closer to my ear. So here's to hoping I don't have to wake up in the middle of the night, and if I do, there'll be another video after this. It is about 5 in the morning and my pump just alarmed saying that I needed to check my blood sugar. So I just did. My pump said I was 137, meter said I was 140. So I'm not totally sure why I asked for it, but I gotta wake up super early to check it, and now I'm gonna go back to bed. Thanks for sticking around for that kind of long video. I hope you enjoyed walking in my shoes for the day. I've had diabetes for the past 11 years. Could not have done it without the support from my family and my friends, but above all, my relationship with the Lord. I have a lot of friends who are diabetics, and I honestly don't know how they do it without the Lord. I absolutely know Him every day, just for strength and energy and courage and endurance just to keep going. I see my diabetes as a daily struggle, but also a daily joy that I get to use for His glory, and He's given me opportunity after opportunity in conversations with people just to encourage them in their diabetes, and just multiple ways to bring Him glory through it and be a light for Him, as like this video. So I hope you learned something new, and I hope you go share that with a friend, because this month is all about awareness. So let me know if you guys have any questions, and thanks for watching.